Welcome back. So we're going to move on from where we stopped in the last video, and I want to show you something still on indent. I forgot to show you that in the last video, but I want to show you here now. So we learned how to shift your text away from the margin, but we only demonstrated for the left margin. So I was supposed to show you the right indent as well. Okay, so how do we do that? Don't forget that this is the first line indent and it's a special indent, so it's not going to affect the entire paragraph. Your normal indent is supposed to affect the paragraph. So but when you say special, it means you want it to only affect either the first line or the other lines of the paragraph. So I'm going to show you the one for the right indent and the one for hanging. That is the second special indent. So we're going to go back to our home tab. Then you come to the paragraph group. Then you click the dialog box launcher there. So when you come back here now, I'm going to remove the first line. Let's say I don't want it. Now, if you look at your preview, you see that it has returned back to the margin starting point. But now I want us to look at the second special indent, which is hanging. So there's a difference between the first line special indent and the hanging special indent. For the first line special indent, it's going to shift only the first line away from the left margin. But reverse is the case for the special hanging indent. Alright, that is the hanging special indent. So if you look at it now, selecting it, look at the preview. So it's going to leave the first line, but the other lines of the paragraph will be shifted away from the left margin. That's how it works. So it's a direct opposite of the first line indent. So I hope you understand now. So that's different. So let's see it. Okay, though you can see it here, but let's see it on the document. As you can see, look at the first line being retained, but the other lines of the paragraph are being shifted away from the left margin. So that's how it works. Now we're going to go back, still on the paragraph. As long as you are within the paragraph, you just have to ensure you click within the paragraph for you to be able to perform the settings. So go to home, then go to your dialog box launcher on the paragraph. Then coming back here now, I would say none because I don't want that. Now the one I failed to show you the other time is the right indent. You can also set your right indent. So it means your text is going to be shifted away from the right margin. So if you look at the text now, you will notice that it has been shifted away from the right margin. So I didn't set the left margin, so I only have I didn't set the left indent. I only have the right indent active currently, and it's 0.5 inch. So let's see how it's going to look. Can you see now that it has shifted it away from the right margin? Look at the other ones. Look at this. So that's how it works. Well, that's how it works. So let's go back now to the dialog box launcher, and let's set the left margin also to be 0.5. Want to increase it, not to decrease. So as you can see, it has shifted the text away from the left margin also. So let's see how it looks. Can you see now? So you have both left indent here and the right indent as well here. So that's how it works. So you can set the two indents together. Alright, so that's how it works. So after setting it, let's assume that you still want to push the text away from the left margin. You can use these two buttons. So this is to push it away from the margin. This is to bring it close to the margin. So if I click away from the margin, you'll see that it's moving it to the right, but the 0.5 inch right indent that you set will not be affected. It will retain it. Until you go back to remove it, it will leave that space between the margin and the text. So you need to understand that. So to return this margin back, I mean, for the left margin, you can always use this one to take it back. So I hope you understand. So to remove the right one, you have to go back to your dialog box launcher. You'll see that the left has been reduced to 0, because those two buttons controls the left margin, sorry, the left indent. So, but to remove this, you have to click 0 inch, and that's going to affect it. I hope you're getting it. So let's click OK, and you're going to see that it will return back to normal. So I hope it's clear now. So that's how to do it. So don't forget, if you want to now make the first line to be indented, you're going to use first line. Alright? And you set your value. So let's increase the value to see how it's going to look. If you set it to 1, you see that it will shift it, more than it was before. Can you see the space now that it's wider? So let's go back and push it to maybe 2.0. Increase it. You see that the indent will be, can you see the space now that it's wider? But I told you the most used indent is 0.5, except for special cases. So you need to understand that. So I'll take it back to 0.5. You can type it here as well if you don't want to use this in the buttons here. So you can type it inside. Let's say 0.5. I'm typing it now. I can hit enter key. So as you can see now, can you see that? So that's the way it works. I'm sure you've learned something from there now. I'm going to see you in the next video. Thank you.